Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Silver demand over the past year was a blessing and a curse due to economic growth. Yes, that's right. 2017 was quite a year, with the tax cuts being passed towards the end of the year and other economic activity that occurred anticipating those tax cuts had an effect on silver, both a blessing and a curse. Industrial demand actually had risen for the first time since 2013. But the economic growth helped fit industrial demand here, according to MarketWatch, for silver last year for the first time since 2013. But it also contributed to a steep drop in investment demand for the metal, according to a report from the Silver Institute that was just released on Thursday. Industrial demand for silver, which has industrial as well as precious metal characteristics, grew by 4% to 499 million ounces in 2017, according to a report produced by the Silver Institute by the GFMS team at Thomson Reuters. This was the first rise in 4 years for silver industrial fabrication, which makes up about 60% of silver offtake. Silver futures climbed by more than 7% last year. The May silver futures contract is up 1.04%, settled at $16.77 an ounce at COMEX on Wednesday, up roughly 2.5% for the month so far, but down 2.7% year to date. Record photovoltaic growth fed the rise in industrial demand, that's solar panels, climbing 19% in 2017 to 94.1 million ounces on the back of the 24% rise in global solar panel installations, the report said. And it should be noted that there's about 20 to 27 grams of silver in each standard solar panel. And solar has been the darling of the industry. Johan Webb, lead metals analyst working at the GFMS team at Thomson Reuters, told MarketWatch, much like palladium has been the darling for the precious metals industry, solar has been for silver. So very interesting indeed. Identifiable investment demand, however, which consists of physical bar investment and coins and metals purchase, as well as net changes to exchange-traded product holdings, dropped by 40% from 2016 to 153.5 million ounces. Coin and bar demand dropped 27% last year to 151.1 million ounces. The market saw a considerable drop in the appetite for silver bars and coins due to robust performing economic growth, which makes the bull case narrative for investing in precious metals more challenging, said Webb, or however you pronounce that, given that there was a bit of tightness, a fatigue sort of speak to investors to absorb extra metal. Also, I would dare say that some of that not only affected gold with the Bitcoin revolution, the cryptocurrency revolution. All in all, global physical demand for silver fell by 2% last year to an estimated 1.0176 billion ounces, and the total silver supply edged down by 1.8% to 991.6 million ounces. That left a total physical silver supply deficit of 26 million ounces. And so it's interesting to see that where those numbers lie and the supply. And I think that's partly due to maybe some of that decreased demand, but also, you know, we've sort of have reached peak silver production. If not, we are very close to it. And same thing with gold. I think both are kind of on the precipice of being able of a situation where there's going to be less that will be able to be extracted from the ground. Silver is typically a byproduct of mining of other metals, so it's a bit difficult, more difficult to measure that. Plus, with demand, and it may not be as readily available or needed, so it may not be measured as such. I don't really know where you get those exact numbers, especially for total silver supply and what is considered to be, quote, wasted or consumed, because as we know, consumable silver does not necessarily mean that it's not recoverable. It just means that it's not economically viable to recover it at this point in time. Quite an interesting article, though, indeed. And we can see the benefit. And, you know, that's just it. Whenever gold and silver prices are low, it doesn't attract the same people that it did once when it was higher, such as in 2011, 2012, which started kind of the revolution that we saw sort of on YouTube. Now, the Bitcoin revolution has surpassed and kind of come and drowned out silver, but it's kind of fallen back. Actually, today it's up a little bit with the cryptocurrencies, and but it's kind of fallen by the wayside too. But we shall see. I think in the end, you know, the time to buy is when the price is low, and that's always been my thought. That's a better time to buy if you can afford to do so. So there you have it. An interesting article about the blessing and curse for silver demand over the past year. I hope you enjoyed this this video. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude, y'all, for watching, and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.